local Navajos, we still, for heating, we use the firewood stove. And a lot of us still, burn wood, but some of us still burn coal to keep the house warm during the night.
I think more of like isolation in like kind of rural areas. Families have to go through, like, towns closed down, so they had no access to groceries, kind of like stuff you need, livestock stuff, hay, grain.
Toughest things throughout COVID was just trying to find a way to commute to school, find resources as far as like tutoring as well, or just finding, even mental health support.
Big challenges were work, especially the commute. A lot of the towns around here, they were closed off and roadblocks were everywhere, and only essential workers could go in the area.
Many don't have running water. They're not on the grid. They're living, too many people in a small space. It goes on and on and on.
As far as the school is concerned, it's severely impacted enrollment. Our enrollment numbers are our life. We need bodies to meet government criteria for funding, and that greatly impacted that.
Out there is no running water at that time, and there was no communications, there was no internet or even power. During the winter, you can see big old pollution of the wood burning that would happen. And if there's no wind going through here, it'll just settle around the homes and in this area. The other pollution is from power plants, also doing the uranium mining. When I look for air quality on the EPA website, there's just a large area that has no data for the Navajo Nation.
North Carolina State is the prime, and then NTU is one of the subawards. You could say for us, in particular, for the students, it was very personal. And because we had done a project a few years back called the Healthy Hogan Project, essentially came out of the California fires. And so, I guess a lot of people were building their own box fan filters. When I saw this air quality and air filtering in the Nist project, the RACER project, then that was an instant, a connection.
Native American communities were disproportionately affected by the pandemic, in large part due to the widespread lack of electric utility infrastructure. To address this issue and other complications that have resulted from the pandemic, 4 indoor and 4 outdoor, low-cost, energy-efficient air quality control systems were installed at Navajo Technical University.
We got students from Boulder, University of Colorado Boulder, and they presented this XPOD to us. We were shown the codes and how to collect data. Of course, with the solar panel that's connected to the outdoor pods, we can pretty much set them up anywhere.
When they built the XPOD, it first started off with a arm system, a system they could put on their arm to monitor air quality, and then you could walk around, hike around and collect data. And then they said it evolved after that into what they have now.
What we're doing is we're hoping to bring more awareness of air quality to the Navajo Nation.
It's a project that kind of collects data from the air from many different sensors. We have pressure, humidity, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, oxide, ozone, PM 2.5, VOCs, there's nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide.
We can basically customize our air, what we want to monitor in the air. When the students, made their posters and their papers and all, were highly, respected by the Navajo people, because it's like, well, this is actually useful.
It works. It calculates what you want to see. It calculates what you want to track that's in the air and what you're breathing in on a daily basis.
I think the partnership has really impacted my work, kind of meeting new people. And I met somebody from Sandia and kind of like gave a brief overview of many projects that NTU has been a part of with Sandia. I know Sandia is a big help for NTU, especially for interns. Through these projects, I'm able to get hands-on, meet people, use my talking skills, kind of make PowerPoints presenting, having like a deadline to report, like kind of make reports every weekly. It's kind of like a learning experience.
We try to get students to come and see what's going on at Sandia and see what kind of impact their learning is in enabling them to be able to participate in what Sandia does. That's the real goal of the school. They can see a real scientist, a real engineer, and that'd be something to shoot for.
I was an intern with the DOE, and my work location was at Sandia Labs, and I pretty much observed and learned from the top scientists there. Me observing all that as an undergrad back then, it got me more motivated to continue on with my master's degree.
As a partnership between NTU and also UC Berkeley have kind of rich in diversity, and students come from different backgrounds, from different discipline, and they have a rich kind of knowledge. At the same time also we can work together for more advanced technology, innovation, and solving global problems. Once we come here, the NTU students have partnership with Colorado University, and they do have 4 indoor and also 4 outdoor expert air quality sensors. Those sensors, once they get or they sense it or tracking the air, they simply transfer to the SD card. Basically, we get the data sheet, and from the data sheet also we simply translate to information.
I'm working on air quality project in NTU. I also see really good the openness. They're open for collaboration. I think there's a lot of things that we can get from this experience. Work with students, understand the language, understand the cultures. It's like co-design project. Co-design project that will benefit NTU, Navajo Nation, the community, and also we as a student.